what kind of a game is Spec Ops: The Line for people who may not have heard of it?
Spec Ops: The Line is a new third-person military-themed shooter with a strong focus on narrative, a dark, deep, and mature narrative where we follow a Delta Force squad into the heart of darkness. And we also, one of the most important things about it is that the setting, it takes place in Dubai after a series of cataclysmic sandstorms have swept through the region, filling it with sand, providing a lot of cool visuals and also opportunities for gameplay.
Cool. So let's talk about this story. Who do you play and kind of what's your objective?
Yeah, you play a Delta Force operator, a Delta Force squad leader named Captain Martin Walker. And you have two squad mates that follow with you, and these guys are friends. And so essentially what they've done is they've chosen to go on this mission to find a man named Colonel John Conrad, who is a revered colonel who was stationed in Dubai helping out with the humanitarian effort as the sandstorms hit. He was thought to be dead after the sandstorms came through, and they were much stronger than anyone had predicted, until signs of his survival showed up outside of Dubai. So our squad, they go in to try and find John Conrad, Colonel Conrad, in order to bring him home and to rescue him.
Yeah. So this Dubai, I mean, in the demo we saw there, we were in some kind of palatial, I guess it was a hotel or something. But yeah. I mean, are we going to see a lot of these kind of environments?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun working in this environment, because the sand hasn't just like turned the place into some sort of post-apocalyptic war zone or something like that. It's actually entombed the city, and so there's tons of these decadent, opulent interiors that are totally entombed. So like maybe even like the tablecloths are still laid out nicely and things like that. So they encounter all of these really amazing, opulent things that are there that you probably see in the news that are actually in Dubai. And we're trying to be as authentic as we can with these things.
And of course the sand, you were saying there, it plays quite kind of a role in combat as well as just being a backdrop.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, it obviously provides interesting visuals, but at the same time, you can cause sand avalanches to crush your enemies, or you can throw a frag grenade into the sand and cause sand to kick up in their face and blind the enemies. We also fight inside of these brutal sandstorms that totally change the landscape of the combat environment and the tactics that you have to use and weaponry that you use.
So it is a third-person game. It's kind of cover-based, but you also have a team with you. Is that correct?
Yes. So it's a squad-based third-person shooter, and like I said, these guys are Delta Force operators. So there's a number of really cool things you can do with them. Like in the demo you saw, we could command them to clear out a specific area, like a bus or someplace where there's a bunch of enemies holed up. If you don't want to do that, if you want to just let them support you, they will do that as well. So they're meant to be intelligent. They're actually, it's a team of friends that work together, and so if you don't want to command them, you don't have to.
Yeah. Something that really stood out for me in the demo was the combat decisions you have to make. So you had one of your squad wanting to take a shot, another one saying you need to hold off. Are those the kind of things we can expect to see a lot in the game?
Yeah, definitely. That's one of the ways that we're trying to really bring the narrative home in this third-person military shooter genre here, is using the standard game mechanics. There's no like binary choose A to do the good thing or B to do the bad thing type of choices. Anything you can do with the game mechanics, you can do in these devastating situations where you have to make decisions about the lives of your squad, the lives of important characters that may have important information that's critical to the plot of the game. And so the choices you make are going to be fed back to you, but there's no good, there's no bad. It's more like it is on the actual battlefield today, where these soldiers find themselves in really difficult situations.
You must think I'm a monster, that I've gone insane. I came to terms with what I am a long time ago, Captain. What about you?